Hey guys, welcome back. Kevin here, and I'm here to show you that if you know how to run a successful YouTube channel, you pretty much set yourself up for success, no matter what you want to do. And I'm here to help you out, if you need it, by showing you my own YouTube journey, all the ins and outs, all the ups and downs, and all the trials and errors. So if this is something that interests you, please do hit the like button now, that would be great. But please do not hit the subscribe button yet, at least not until you watch till the end of the video. And if you feel that you gain some value out of this video, then you can hit the subscribe button at the very end. So now, when it comes to doing any sorts of business, whether you are selling a product or providing some sort of service, there will come to a point where you will need to start promoting. And YouTube is no different. If you want your channel to be discovered, to be known, you will need to start doing some sort of promotions. And fortunately for you, there are a lot of ways you can promote your YouTube channel for free, especially in this day and age. And one of the best methods out there is to join YouTube Facebook groups because, well, Facebook has over 2 billion users, so you would be dumb to not start promoting your YouTube channel on Facebook. I myself am in quite a number of YouTube Facebook groups, up to the point where I literally do not see any posts from my friends anymore. All I see are YouTube Facebook group posts. Now, this could mean two things. Either the member of those YouTube Facebook groups I'm in are posting so often that they sort of covered my friends' posts, or I have no friends on Facebook, hence there are no friends posts to begin with. And I would like to say they are both true because I am a sad, lonely guy. But I'm here to share with you that Facebook groups aren't really what it seems. I mean, in theory, it just makes sense to share your YouTube channel on any Facebook groups and then naturally get more views by driving traffic from Facebook to YouTube. But that's only in theory. It is just not practical for some reasons, and I would like to share with you those reasons that I found from my experience. The first is that Facebook users are also human beings, meaning human beings can be quite selfish, especially when they are behind their keyboard and monitor where they can remain anonymous. I mean, let's face it, everyone's true nature comes out whenever they are behind a keyboard where they can type whatever they want and take as much fake pictures as they like. But they can't do that with videos though, which is why YouTube is awesome. Anyways, what I found by sharing my videos on Facebook group is that because humans are watching my posts on the other end, they would naturally feel that I'm just another target for them to get me to watch their own video. And I find that's happening so often in all of the Facebook groups I'm in. Everyone is like, great video, here's mine, and then they proceed to just share their own video in everyone else's posts. Like, what's the point in that? And I'm not even sure if they watch my videos or not. It just felt like I'm now obliged to watch and subscribe to whoever responded to my post, and if I don't do it, they now know who I am and they can attack me online anytime they like. It feels like I'm being blackmailed here. The second problem with Facebook groups is that people are just expecting sub for sub. And if I were to be serious about my YouTube channel, I will never do sub for sub. It violates YouTube terms and conditions, it destroys my channel, and what's the point of having subscribers that aren't going to watch any of my new videos anyways? Some of the Facebook groups I'm in, they're just spamming saying, I'll subscribe to anyone who subscribed to my channel. And I got so sick of that, and I'm even afraid of sharing my own YouTube channel because I do not want to be a forced participant in this whole sub for sub game. And besides, what's with all these people trying to increase subscribers that way? Why are there people with so much time on their hand that they have time to play this game of subscribers? For me, if I were to do anything, there should always be a goal in mind that will ultimately benefit me. So to do sub for sub is just a total waste of time and effort. Number 3, people on Facebook groups are not genuinely there to support you, but rather they are there for their own benefits. Facebook is a social media, so the right Facebook group will generally build up some sort of community where everyone is supportive of one another. But to achieve that, it requires a really tight community with mutual understanding on helping each other's channel. But the fact that others will only support my channel if I support their channels in return, it just doesn't sound right to me. I would rather have people support my channel because they enjoy my content and not because they expect me to support their channel in return. It is just one of those things where it doesn't really help your YouTube channel in the long run. Having said that, I did find a handful of people on those Facebook groups who ended up supporting my channel because they liked it, and I can even count them all with just one hand. Number 4, it is simply demoralizing. Now, I don't know about you, but in those Facebook groups I'm in, I'm always seeing people sharing their achievement in achieving 1,000 subscribers in under a month, or sharing milestones of reaching 4,000 watch hours in a relatively short time with only 100 subscribers. And everyone is commenting, telling them congratulations, asking them how they do it. I mean, yuck. I'm not someone who enjoys boasting like this. If I were to achieve something, I wouldn't go, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. I'm more like, well, this is expected because I planned it and now I know how to get to it again. I mean, there's no harm in celebrating your achievements and all, but those numbers just doesn't seem right. And I'm not sure if you know, but there are ways to gain watch hours really fast, but it is something that I wouldn't do myself. And I'm seeing people who have achieved 4,000 watch hours with only 100 subscribers. I mean, I really am confused. If your channel is getting that much views, then why aren't you getting subscribers from those views? Something smells a little fishy here. And when I see something like that, I can't help but feel demotivated because I'm trying my best to grow my YouTube channel by following the rules. And here I am seeing all these ridiculous posts on how they already done it in a really short amount of time. It may not be real, but it can still damage me psychologically, and it makes me not want to create my next video. Number 5, people on Facebook groups, they really are in there for their own channel and not anyone else's. People in Facebook groups can be quite whiny sometimes. When someone doesn't support their channel, they whine. When someone doesn't check out their post, they whine. When someone isn't helping them the way they want them to, they whine. In the end, they really are in there just to promote their own YouTube channel, and probably that's what 95% of Facebook members do. Sometimes I even find the group admin is in it for their own channel. They even force people to subscribe to their channel before they can join the group. There are definitely people who are there to help others, and I really appreciate those people. They are the reason I stayed in those groups, because once in a while someone would give a really good advice on how to grow your YouTube channel. But often it is the remaining Facebook group members that comes in with the wrong mindset of running a YouTube channel that completely ruins everything. They do not appreciate the help, they have wrong expectations, and just shouldn't be running a YouTube channel to begin with. And don't even get me started on those people trying to sell you subscribers and watch hours. Number 6, Facebook is a social media platform, which also means they tend to display more recent videos instead of the old ones. So one thing I found was when I shared my YouTube video, it quickly got buried because everyone in those Facebook groups are sharing their own videos as well. And so the more recent post tends to get more views and more engagement, so it becomes quite a competitive space. And to me, that feels like a lot of hassle. To promote my video, I have to fight for it, and I don't even know if that is going to work. Is it really worth it at all? It is like when you have to go to the toilet and you see this really long queue for this hot dog stand, and you have to decide between going to the toilet or join in on the queue because the queue just keeps getting longer every second. So you decided to hold it in and queue up instead. And when it is finally your turn, you pay for it, you get your hot dog, you had your first bites, and then bam! You just ate the worst hot dog in the world. And then your bladder exploded because you did not go to the toilet, and because you hold it in for far too long, you ended up in the hospital. So tell me, is the hot dog really worth it when you don't even know if it is going to taste good? I mean, I would definitely give it a try if I do not have to go to the toilet, but that's not the case here. By the way, that's actually a real tactic many restaurants do. They create a massive queue outside of their restaurant, which can affect people psychologically, thinking that the restaurant serves really good food, and it triggers something in you that makes you want to join in on the queue. So there you go, some bonus info for you that you never requested. When I first started my YouTube channel, it was really hard for me to get my YouTube channel out there. YouTube is a little strange. It is like a mix between a social media platform and a search engine, leaning towards more being a search engine. So for any new YouTube channels out there, if you are going to just create content, it will take a lot of videos and a lot of time before YouTube indexes your channel and your videos and make them searchable. And I didn't know that when I first started, so I joined all these Facebook groups and I started promoting my videos and my channels in all of the groups I'm in, and I find that it doesn't help that much. I may have gotten a few subscribers here and there, but I was literally spamming every Facebook group I can find, and you know, it gets really tiring and old fast. Look, there are definitely Facebook groups out there with really tight community, like maybe they made a pact to watch each other's videos when they launch, because that's a good way to boost your video on launch and it sends signals to YouTube to indicate that you have produced a really good video. Those Facebook groups are great if you can find one, but there's also a certain level of commitment that is expected of you. I for one couldn't do it because I just do not like using my time to watch videos I do not enjoy. I would prefer watching videos that gives me value, that teaches me something instead of wasting my time. If you're thinking of joining Facebook groups, you can definitely try it out, but make sure you know what your aim is, and that is to create long-lasting viewers and not just one-offs. For me, I would spend my time trying to get my videos into YouTube search, because these days we trust AI more than we do humans. YouTube is a search engine, and once your videos get indexed, they can be searchable and viewable for many years to come. And ultimately, isn't that what we want? But hey, who am I to say, right? Maybe I'm doing this all wrong. Maybe I'm not doing the social parts of the social media, which is why this never really worked out for me. Maybe that's why my channel's growth is slow. Maybe that's why my Instagram account can hardly grow. If you think I'm doing something wrong here when it comes to promoting my content on social media, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. I would really love to hear it. So this is the end of the video. If you find this video enjoyable and gain some sort of value from it, please do hit the subscribe buttons because I have more in store for you. I will chat with you again. Thank you for watching and see ya.